Hello, my name is Steve.
I'm David.
You were listening to Anime Plus. On this episode, we are going to talk about the first of 3 compilation movies for Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. This one is titled Heir to the Stars.
We open with Char being Char, sneaking onto a colony under the alias of Quattro Bagina. He is scouting out the Titans' activity on a colony, Green Noah, also known as Grips, because the Titans have been tightening their grip on society, basically creating this us versus them mentality with Earthborn and Space Noids.
The Titans were created at the end of 0083 due to another colony drop by a group, Axis Xeon, essentially, you could call them.
With this, it jumpstarts him finding the Mark II Gundam, which is currently painted black because it's in control of the Titans.
It looks pretty good black.
It does look good black. I still prefer it white.
You mean the hero colors?
This all leads to the Mark II crashing. The pilot, who is Jared, basically out of the mobile suit, and things kick off pretty fast as a whole huge battle happens between the members of this this group called AEUG or AUG, or the Alliance. No, Anti-Earth Union group.
Yeah, something like that. It's a group of spacenoids that are pretty much anti-Federation, but largely anti-Titans.
Yes.
Because the Titans are a bit authoritarian.
A bit.
Just a little bit.
Was the black suits not a good giveaway?
Look, the Gundam looks really good in blackout mode.
Yeah, but were their uniforms not a dead giveaway? After a short interrogation scene, we're introduced to the semi-main character, Camille, who, as this attack starts happening, beats the shit out of a bunch of grown men because Newtype powers.
Camille is our 15-year-old wonderkin Newtype.
Camille breaks out, ends up stealing the Mark II, and then with the help of Quattro, aka Char, they escape.
And a couple other of his
a couple
wingmen.
Other. Char's the most important one. He also has Newtype Jesus powers.
His name is Quattro. Okay.
Sorry. Quattro also has Newtype Jesus powers, who thought the Newtype was Amuro at
Tingled
first.
a little bit like an old friend.
Or for some reason, he thought it was Lala.
Well, he was like, what is this presence?
No, she's fucking dead.
Well, I mean, Lala could be a Force ghost.
If I see Newtype ghosts, I'm done. I'm out. Camille joins AUG. Battle sequences ensue.
The Titans chase them off of Green
Noah.
Green Noah, yeah.
Speaking of Noah, we see Captain Bright Noah appear and proceeded to get double slapped by, who was?
Basque Ohm punches him a couple times.
It was a slap.
No, he punches him.
Yeah, I know he does.
In the office.
Yeah, no. Noah gets
because
punched.
Noah is criticizing the Titans' actions in a civilian area.
Basque Ohm punches Bright Noah, giving him a taste of his own medicine for how many times he backhanded Amuro. Yeah, and from there, that kind of sets off the second half of the movie, where it really just becomes this whirlwind tour of, let's get the band back together.
Well, there's more context than that.
We basically establish that AUG is trying to stop the Titans from becoming this like equivalent to the zombies on Earth.
Oh, well, just in general.
Yes.
On Earth and in the colonies.
Right. They're trying to stop the Federation from becoming what the zombies were trying to do to the Principality of Zeon. This kind of call goes out relatively secretly, relatively not, and we literally just start getting all of these important faces pouring in, especially after the battle where Camille escapes, because he has been disillusioned with the Federation completely and the Titans because they killed his mom and by also extension killed his dad. And this drives him to like full on be like, okay, AUG, I'm in. And this also disillusions a lieutenant from the Federation, from the Titans.
She was a Titan, yeah.
Because she did not know that she was carrying a letter of basically like, we're going to kill this guy's parents if they don't return the Gundam. She's like, this isn't what the Titans are supposed to be. There's a lot going on in this movie.
There's a lot going on. So AUG, the ship, the Argama, they learned of what the Titans are up to. They ended up capturing 2 Gundam units, and now they're on their way back to Earth. to join up with other members of AUG because they're going to enact an operation to strike at Jaburo, which is kind of the headquarters of the Titans, to try to do a wounding blow to the organization. There's a group of Titans that are following on Boscombe's orders because they want the Gundams back and to just destroy the ship because they know who's in it. Both groups end up landing on Earth. They send someone in ahead of time to do some spying. She gets captured after running into Kai from the original White Base crew. And when AUG does show up successfully, they find out that the base has been cleared out for the most part, and they really only have an hour left before a nuclear explosion is going to just wipe it off the map. So they kind of rescue everybody, take a whole bunch of prisoners, and escape with the remnants of the Titans still nipping at their heels. At the same time, you have a different group of people that are Earth-based, Karaba. They end up connecting with Hayato from White Base, who we find out had married Frau, and they had adopted the 3 kids that were, trapped on White Base the entire time as their children. Frau and the 3 adopted kids, Frau, who's pregnant, by the way, 6 months pregnant.
Yes, I caught that.
End up meeting up with Amuro, who's essentially a prisoner of the Federation.
Yeah.
Because of being a Newtype. He's resigned himself to just being this kind of terrestrial prison because he's like, at least I'm alive and I technically have freedom, even though they're not really going to let me leave. Karaba and AUG end up joining forces because they're on Earth at this time, so they need to figure out what their next move is now that the Titans have abandoned Earth and have moved all of their important abilities and forces into space. And now they're collecting allies that are essentially
veterans.
A good chunk of the, main characters from White Base.
Yeah.
Including Bright.
They have Bright Noah, they have Kai Shiden,
yep.
They have Hayato, and they have now Amuro at the very end of the movie.
Kind of. When they were making their entry into Earth's atmosphere, right before they had picked up a shuttle that had been that sent out a distress signal because it had been under attack by the Titans. They find that the shuttle is being piloted by Bright, and one of the passengers in it is essentially Camille's best childhood friend, Fa. Yep, the movie leaves off with them working on figuring out their next move.
And Char and Amuro just like...
The disparate important members of Karaba joining up with this force of AUG, including Amuro, who's decided to finally take action, helps Frau and 2 of the kids escape to Japan.
Yes, so that Frau can have her kid in Japan.
Due to the insistence and approval of Hayato, Katz comes with to join the fight.
This movie slapped.
So the situation we're left in is we have this disparate group that's trying to fight against the darker forces that are part of the Federation.
Yeah,
there's fear that they're gonna overrun the less autocratic members of the Federation to just become the new Federation.
Yes,
which is the Titans. And we were shown there was
actually a comment at one point of is this a coup d'etat?
Lieutenant Emma, who was the one who had defected from the Titans during the whole Camille Badan's parents' murder thing.
Yes.
She was given proof as to some of the depths of evil that the Titans are responsible for and how they completely wiped out a colony by poisoning its population.
Oh, yeah.
Because the colony had kind of tried to rise up against their authoritarianism, and so they just gassed the entire thing and left it there as an example.
Yeah.
So there's a problem with the movie. Unlike the past movies that we watched so far, this one was only 90 minutes.
Yeah.
With the 3 movies for the original Gundam and with the solitary movie for Stardust Memories, our biggest complaint was there was a lot of stuff cut out and they just kind of speed ran things. It's significantly worse with this movie. What we got in the movie was all gas, not a lot of context. It was largely mobile suit battles.
Yes.
With interspersed dialogue to kind of help carry things along. But I've seen the TV show, so I know what's going on, but I also recognize that there was a lot of stuff that was left out. Most glaringly, the context of how Camille got involved with the Titans in the first place, which happened in the first episode of the show. He had skipped school with Fa, because he was like, screw this. So Camille just blows school off, and I can't remember the reasoning, but heads to the port of the colony. And that's when he runs into the Titans, and at this point he already doesn't like the Titans.
Yeah.
I think partially because of his parents, whose parents are weapons developers for the Federation, and they both have pretty much sacrificed their own lives for their careers, ignoring each other and ignoring him. Camille's also really sensitive about having a name that's more feminine than not. And he runs into Jared, who is just arriving at the side now to begin part of the testing of the new Gundams because he came from Earth. Camille just decks him and then promptly gets arrested. And so that's how he ends up in the MP's office, which he gets let out after a little bit of reinforcement therapy because of his mom's position within being adjacent to the military. And then, all hell breaks loose. Jared crashed the Gundam not because of the AUG mobile suits, because he screwed up when they were doing testing. And then the AUG stuff fell in right afterwards. Yeah. We're missing a lot of interpersonal context.
It was very confusing.
There was really no development between the relationships of all of the characters.
Right.
Camille ends up becoming strongly connected with the older Lieutenant Rakoa, who is part of AUG, who kind of takes him under her wing after his mother dies. She's the one that ends up going down to Jaburo and running into Kai.
Yeah.
He also develops a friendship with Emma, because Emma defects. There's a whole thing that happens with that, way beyond what was shown in the show. There's his whole relationship with Fa, which was templated off of Amuro and Frau's relationship with each other. They're essentially Amuro and Frau, where Fa really, really, really likes Camille, and Camille is just too much on the spectrum to pay attention to her at all.
Amuro's still single and ready to mingle, so.
Amuro's not ready to mingle.
Okay, he's single as a Pringle.
The only girl he ever cared about is dead at his hands.
Yeah. I love how Frau was like, "Why don't you go see Miss Sayla? I hear she's still on the market."
I don't think he ever truly had anything for Sayla, though, but I think Frau did think he did. Yeah, the Sayla thing's a little strange. They don't really get into it a lot, but Sayla is pretty much living by herself, I think, in Europe, and just has written everything off and is just fed up with everything around her, is just trying not to get involved with anything.
Whew.
And the thing that I honestly really missed was the excessive amount of reinforcement. I mean, slapping.
Backhanding.
Just every single episode of the TV series, at least one person got just
decked.
Whacked. Sometimes multiple people, sometimes the same person multiple times. There was a lot of slapping in the TV show.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
all of the time. There's the discontinuity in the movie with a chunk of it was redrawn and in a cleaner, newer style. So there are some frames where it's them kind of using the original frames from the TV series, just cleaned up a little bit. Then right afterwards, you'll have something that looks
brand spanking new,
noticeably different. I think most strikingly, it was the last segment when Camille catches Amuro in his hand, and you can see the different joint segments of the hand for the Gundam.
Yeah.
Like, we'd never seen anything like that before at this point in the story.
Right. It threw me off because I was just like,
wait a minute.
That scene's different looking.
At some angles, the eyes get really detailed. You're like, wait a minute.
Can we just get a redraw of the entire series?
I don't know why they didn't do that. They put in so much work. Why didn't they just do the whole thing?
Just take the entire anime, redraw it.
Apparently, they re-recorded a lot of the voice lines too. Or maybe all of the voice lines. I don't remember. Like, maybe. They did a lot of work for this. This came out as, I think it was the 25th anniversary project.
Okay.
For Gundam.
Okay.
So early 2000s.
It's going to be, oh my God, the original series.
It was almost 50 years old, yeah.
Yeah.
This is just basing it upon the first movie.
I wonder what they're going to do for the 50th anniversary.
Hope it's good, because...
Probably going to get a new 50th anniversary Gunpla kit.
I'm sure. Yeah.
It'll be a new grade. It'll be life-sized.
Every 5th anniversary, they've done a new anime, though.
Yeah.
And they've championed it as that anniversary marking event. Some have been better than others. Reconquista and G, to be specific. So I think, at least with this first movie, it's problematic. I don't feel it's a good enough introduction to people that are not familiar with the story to the story of Zeta Gundam. It bypasses too much context to focus on the combat.
Yeah.
Like, it heavily focuses on the combat.
Yeah, it just made me want to watch the series.
The series is good. At this point, even though I still have a lot of Gundam to watch. It's a toss-up for me as to which is my favorite series between this or Gundam Thunderbolt. Because honestly, the story for Zeta is really good. And it's mature and dark, and the characters are well developed. Like, it's a good show.
I do like that they took all of the old characters and made them grow up.
I don't think this is a product, at least with the first movie, for somebody who's new to this story. Because I feel you're missing too much out. I wonder why they only did it an hour and a half when all the previous ones were 2.5 hours. So, whatever.
How unrealistic is it how fast they repair the mobile suits?
It is.
A vehicle goes out in real life. There's no way within a year that shit's coming back
And
online.
how much supplies they have to burn through?
Exactly.
Like when they finally actually got the Gundam Unit 2, it was missing an arm.
Yeah.
And they just miraculously had an arm to throw back onto it.
Yep.
In the heat of chase.
Yep. That is so funny how it's like, yeah, we repaired the Gundam in like 2 days.
And the Rick Diaz blew up. Camille's dad stole it and it blew up. And then they rebuilt it for, I think Emma pilots it.
Fucking no, who knows?
Yeah, the repair bill for Argama has got to be insane.
Repair bill for any Gundam show has got to be insane.
That's true.
Because
But
again,
Argama, like, they're just...
Because again, think of a military vehicle in real life. That shit breaks down. It's out of commission for 6 months. Gundam, they're like, oh shit, the Gundam lost half of its working parts.
5
2
hours
days.
later, we're in combat again and it's fully functional.
Yeah. Amuro and Camille and all them work at the speed of Mach Jesus to fix all that shit.
I'm really hoping that the second movie is going to be a little bit more cognizant of the actual story beyond just showing combat. But we'll find out. How did you like this show, this movie?
I liked it enough that it made me want to watch the show to miss the context.
You realized that you were missing pieces?
Yes.
You're like, this is moving way too fast.
Yes. When I realized I was missing context to some things, I was like, I'm just going to watch the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to binge 50 episodes of Mobile Suit Zeta.
I did it in 3 days.
I could not.
They speed ran it, heavily focusing on the combat.
Speed running, let's go.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Don't forget to check out next week's. And don't forget the Friday episodes of Weekly Ranma, where we are working through season 2 of the remake, which has so far been stronger than the first season, I feel. It's been really
And
good.
better than Steve anticipated.
A lot better than I've anticipated.
He's eating his words almost every week so far.
Hell yeah.
But, oh no, this episode might suck.
Nope, this episode was pretty fun.
So look forward to that, which comes out
Friday.
2 days after.
2 days after. Yep. All right. Thanks again. Check you guys next time.
Remember not to step on people with your mobile suit.